State University is preparing to celebrate the new addition and renovations to Roy Blunt Hall. The first phase of the renovation project for the home of the College of Natural and Applied Sciences had an $80 million price tag. It was funded through grants from the Health Resources and Services Administration, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, and ARPA funds. College leaders say the expansion provides much needed space for both teaching and research labs.
One of the things that we lacked in the other part of the building was we didn't have the space that we needed to do research. And so many of the labs are now research labs. We used to work out of closets in the old part of the building. And so we're providing for students and for the faculty some really nice labs to work in.
Project began in December of 2022. The university will dedicate the new addition on September 12th. Renovations to the existing building should be done by the end of next summer.